Once you are ready to move on to individual workouts, you start with the quick view. Here you can get an overview of planned versus completed values, information like elevation gain and work, and averages for power, heart rate, pace, temperature, and any other data that was collected by the athlete. You can also see the subjective feedback and any comments entered by the athlete. For simple workouts like short recoveries or steady endurance workouts, or workouts where the collected data isn't very relevant, like skills rides or footwork runs, this may be where you stop your analysis. Athletes collect a lot of data now, but you probably don't need to spend time digging into the graph and charts for every single workout. If you do want just a little bit more information before moving on, say about time and zones, you can use the preview tabs on the left side as well. Once you have opened the expanded workout view, you see the center panel for charts and reports, detailed data for the workout or selected lap or segment in the upper right corner, and a list of laps, intervals, or other selections and segments below. These are either created automatically by a structured workout that's running on the athlete's device, created when the athlete hits the lap button, or manually in Training Peaks by you or the athlete. You also see tabs with lists of specific peak performances for each data type, like best 20-minute power or best 10K pace, so you can easily find those in the workout. A few charts are in the expanded workout view by default. You can see all of the available charts and add them from the chart library at the top center of the window, or add back charts that you accidentally remove. The icon below that opens the description and comments, so you don't have to go back to the quick view to review those, and can leave comments as you use the expanded analysis view. The last icon is elevation correction. Occasionally devices will collect faulty elevation data, so you can use this option to correct it with GPS-based elevation. Most modern devices collect accurate elevation data, so you won't need to do this unless something is obviously wrong. Charts can be rearranged and resized vertically and horizontally. I prefer a full height graph, so I'm going to hover over the grab handle in the lower corner of the chart and drag it down until it resizes. The selection and arrangement of charts, the size and position, is sport type specific, so you can get rid of the map for all your swimming workouts, or only have the laps and splits charts on running workouts, for example. Moving on to some of the tools available in the graph specifically. If you built the workout with the structured workout builder, you'll see an overlay of the planned workout on top of the completed data. This may be enough to get a quick visual confirmation that the athlete completed the workout as planned. You can move the overlay back and forth to line it up better, or hide the overlay completely from this menu. Workout data, especially power, can be pretty noisy, so there is a smoothing slider in the upper left corner to help you see everything more clearly. The data legend in the upper right corner also has options for each data channel. If you want to get a clearer look at a single data channel, you can hide the others and then add a few of them back to the view. You can also turn on a zones overlay to get a visual sense of how the athletes spent their time in different intensity zones throughout the workout. You can get more information about specific laps and splits on the graph as well. Checking the box next to a lap displays the lap on the graph and lets you display multiple laps at a time for easy visual comparison or to find where they happened within a workout. Clicking on the name of a lap will also highlight that selection, but more importantly will update the data above to display the information for that selected lap or interval. There are other ways to analyze laps and splits as well. The laps and splits column chart gives you a visual overview for laps and splits. The configuration menu in the corner of each chart lets you customize that chart's settings. In this case, you can select the specific information you want to see for each lap or interval. The laps and splits table shows more detailed information and exact values for each interval, lap, or selection. Beyond laps analysis, there are a few additional basic charts that you may find useful. Time and zones charts show you how much cumulative time was spent in each training zone, and are especially useful if you use them to compare heart rate to output metrics like pace or power. Normally these zones will roughly correspond to each other, and if they don't for a given workout, it may indicate that something is going on with your athlete. Either they are fatigued or overtraining if given heart rate zones are yielding lower power or pace zones, or that they are adapting to their training and making progress if the opposite is happening. Peak charts for the workout let you compare the performance from this specific workout to the cumulative data for a given time range, like the previous month or the entire season to date. This is the easiest way to determine new peak performances for an athlete if they only have a basic account. As you start analyzing data from your athletes, take a few minutes to add charts and rearrange the analysis view for each sport type the way that you want.